Welcome. This is the Kenya Centers of Academicians and Diverse-Oriented Research Screencast Skill Program TSS8 ICT Program Introduction. Information and Communication Technology ICT has an important role since we are now in the information age. With ICT, the company can make the business easier. The teachers can teach efficiently. The students can learn fast. The family can communicate daily. The government can budget with accuracy. The doctors can research and find information quickly. It is important to also understand that almost everything today requires basic knowledge of ICT. The lack of appropriate information at the right time may result to low productivity and wrong decision making. ICT is important in many ways. For example, you can now read the local newspaper online. You can get connected to any of your family members, wherever they are. You can call conference, a video conference. You can learn without sitting in a classroom physically. ICT is very important. Now let's have an overview of ICT concepts and characteristics. And the first thing here is, what is a computer? What is a computer? Computer is an electronic device that can store large amounts of data and can perform operations on data. Performing given function on the data and displays the result of the output. It can process data whenever it is needed. That is why you can store information in a computer memory, and when you need it, you just retrieve it back. And it can be retrieved and sent to many other people, non-form to computer. What is process? Computer works on data as per program is called process. Processing means operations like calculations. You can use the calculator in the advanced calculator in your computer, in your laptop, in your mobile phone. Logical decision making. You can also do logical decision making. You can ask something and the computer will answer you. Outputting data. You can also output data. Communicating with other computers. For example, you can send emails, you can send devices, you can send information using Bluetooth and many others. Characteristics. It is characterized by speed, arithmetic and local, operations, accuracy, reliability, storage, retrieving data and program, automation, versatility, that means flexible, consistency, communications. Applications of computer. First is that you can use the computer to do research. You can do research in science, education, business communication, banking, office automation, desktop publishing, management aids, engineering, designing, road traffic control, railway, medicine, information services. In all these areas, you can do computer. The computer can help you to research, to teach in education, to do business. Even in the bank, some people today you don't need to don't go to the bank. They just bank their money, they withdraw their money using their mobile phones, using their laptops. You're doing that online. Desktop publishing, you can do a lot of engineering designs using the laptop and many others. Now, what is internet? This is interconnection of many computers via network. Global connected through network, through LAN, through WAN, to provide the various application services, i.e. email, Usenet, news, www, telnet, FFTTC. It's really important. Uses of internet. Searching. You can do searching, Google searching. You can do email services. You can electronic books and publishing, video conferencing, sharing data and results quickly, retrieving file and program for all types, find information, database and tutorials, newspaper columns, banking, downloading, uploading information, news sports, talks, music, use of internet, various fields like education, business, government, etc. Tools as ICT tools. So what is ICT? Let's remember that during the last decade of 20th century, there was extraordinary development in information and communication technology, that is ICT, which led to a transmutation of process and practices in almost all aspects of human activities. Information and communication technologies, ICT, are the technologies used in the conveying and manipulation of storage of data by electronic means. It is important to go back and check how we have moved from the agricultural age to industrial age, from industrial age to information age. Now, information and communication technologies is data that has been stored and arranged. It consists of organized facts and opinions people receive during daily life. Changing data into information is called data processing and information processing. It involves gathering, organizing, and reporting data so it is useful to people. It is often done using information technology. ICT tools. The ICT tools are like the radio, the television, the video, the DVD, the telephone, fixed line and mobile, satellite systems, computer and network hardware and software, equipments and services associated with these technologies such as video conferencing and electronic mail. You can see these are the ICT tools like the radio, the television, the video, the DVD, the telephone, and many others. Now, from Blackboard to OHP, phone, that is pager, TVS, and many others. Now, let's move to the next slide, information and communication technologies. Again, let's see, people often use the terms information and communication together, but they are a bit different. These terms are related, but each means something different. For example, the two words we need to know to understand communication technology are data and information. Very important. Number one, data, and number two, information. Data includes individual facts, statistics, numerical data, ideas. These facts and ideas are not sorted or arranged. So the most important thing to understand about data is something that has been put together, information that has been put together, but it is not sorted or organized. It has not been organized. So, but what about this other one, communication? What is communication? Communication is simply the act of transferring information from one place to another. So they are different. exchanging information from computer to another computer. The classic communication system is made of an information source, an encoder, a transmitter, a receiver, a decoder, storage, retrieval, and information destination. So when you talk about communication, it is an exchange of information from one person to another. That is when you communicate. You say, can we communicate? Can we talk? Can we share? Can we chat? Can we? Yes, that is information. That is communication. And we cannot talk about communication without really looking at understanding the meaning of encoder, transmitter, looking at receiver, decoder, storage, retrieval, that is, and also information destination. So the person who is giving information, receiving information. So these are, it is really important to get to understand that one. Synchronized communication, that is things like online chat, text-based, that is audio-based, video-based. Mobile technology, conferencing, phone, that is mobile technology, that is online. You can text people. Mobile is, you can conference. You can also use the phone. Now, satellite is like television, the way we watch the television. Video conferencing, you can also watch a video. You can, look at that. So asynchronous communication is where you look at the discussion forums, blogs, e-groups, Wikipedia knowledge, knowledge-based, Google, search engines, mobile SMS, and others. So you can also look at the scope of ICT, of internet as ICT. These are very important areas like education, research, communication, leisure and entertainment, exploring the world, finance, shopping, and many more. Scope of internet as ICT. As ICT in education, you can see ICT as a tool to innovate teaching, learning practice via internet, digital content, multimedia, teaching, e-learning methods, learning environment. ICT is an administrative tool, for example, that is education management, information systems, AMIS. ICT is an expanding learning opportunity, distance learning. You can learn, as we say, that we can learn anywhere, anytime. ICT as a facilitator of higher thinking skills, that is learner-centered, self-directed learning tailored program. You can always learn alone. You can always be alone and study, do reflections on the same. Traditional versus internet. The traditional versus internet-based ICT education approach is very important to look at three important things here. One is the classroom, number two, content, and number three, personalization. Classroom, content, and personalization. When we look at the first one here, classroom, you see the difference is that physical limited size, that is physical limited size. In a classroom, you will always be with a limited number, limited size. You cannot have 1,000 students in a class. You can always have 40, 50, you can always have 100, you can always have 60, depending on the nature and the group of learners. That is unlimited. This other one is unlimited. You can teach a whole world. You can do. People can learn from anywhere, and they can. So there are so many of them. There could be so many of them. Synchronize anytime. That is synchronized. This is anytime, anywhere. You can learn it when you are in the river, when you are in your house, when you are in the forest, when you are when you are traveling. You can always learn. Content, PowerPoint, transparency, etc. This is multimedia simulation and others. The digital library, we talk about textbooks in this other side, but this other one we talk about digital library. You can have as many books in the internet. Textbooks, library on demand, that is this on demand. Video, this is a synchronized communication. Personalization, one learning path, but this other one you can have several methods of learning. You can have the audio programs, you can have we can have the visual programs and many others. Then you can look at the psychology of using teaching aids, which include ICTs. here is an effective saying. And let's look at this. I hear, I forget. And many students sometimes tell you when you go visit them in schools and you talk to them, they say, my major problem is that I forget what I have read in 2 days. I forget what I have studied, what the teacher has said. I forget when the exam comes. So look, verbal description only are not enough for learners to remember and understand. Visualization of objects, especially in science and technology, is important. This is very important to the teacher and to the learner. Some say, I see, I remember. I see, I remember. These are visual learners. Knowledge that is gained through the sight is more colorful, accurate, and permanent. It is said that 80% of our knowledge is gained through our eyes. Some people say, I cannot forget what I have seen. Some people say, I cannot forget what I have heard. Some people say, I cannot forget what I have touched. Some others say, I cannot forget anything I have participated in. You look at that? Some people say, I cannot forget anything that I, either, you see, those are very important learning areas, that methods and styles. That is the 5 common senses are very important when it comes to learning. The visual, the audio, the analytic, the global, the tactile, those are the learner types. So it is important, and ICT text is very important here. So let's move and see. ICT can help learning, develop understanding. Speed and automatic functions of ICT enable teachers to demonstrate. You can demonstrate, you can explore or explain aspects of their teaching. For example, if you use the PowerPoint, you can always demonstrate something. And students learning more, they can watch a video clip and they learn more. Use of spreadsheet to perform calculations in order that patterns can be concentrated on rather than the calculating. You can look at ICT can help learning, extend access to sources. That is the capacity and range of ICT can help teachers and students gain access of historical, recent, immediate information through, for example, accessing information on CD-ROM or the internet, enhancing wider skills, that is search for and comprehend information from different sources. So compare, that is, you can compare information from different sources. ICT can help learning, enhance the communication of ideas. For example, communicate with other people locally over distance easily and effectively, present information in ways which are accessible in different forms for different audiences. Now, does ICT increase access to learning opportunity? That is a question. Yes, I think so. Education opportunities is dispersed locations where conventional schools are not viable. That is real. Choice to students and parents of what they want to learn, i.e. choice-based credit system, that is the CBCS. A saved net for school dropouts so that they cannot lapse into illiteracy. When those who have been are away for one reason or another, or somebody is sick, they can always they can always read. Alternative venue to schools, maybe some other areas are insecure, so you can also be able to study from anywhere, anytime. Second chance education, people who have not, maybe they did not have an opportunity because their parents could not afford education for them, so they can also have another second chance to learn. People are very busy and they want to learn something, they can learn. Standardized curriculum materials, you see, you can have that. Lifelong learning concepts, you can learn. We say education is life. Education ends only when people die. Limiting fraud in assessment process, and that is even, for example, cheating. It also makes you can also find out. Now, internet-based ICT in agriculture using web applications. There are many sites available for getting information regarding agricultural products. So farmers can also look at this. They can go to Google. They can go to they can use they can watch videos on farming methods. One of them is Soil Health Card, 12th National E-Government Award winner. It reflects soil testing report, that is current composition of soil, and provides information about which crops farmers should cultivate and which manure should be applied in what proportion. So farmers can be able to search information, can be able to find information what they want, and it is really important. That is important to the farmers. Green ICT is also important to talk about this. That green ICT refers to an approach in reducing the energy and other resources consumed and the emissions and other waste products across the ICT life cycle, from manufacture, procurement, and use of ICT in an organization to its reuse, and aims to improve environmental sustainability of organizations. That is specifically green ICT as applied to the use of ICT resources. These are aiming to reduce energy consumption and CO2 emissions during ICT use. Number two is that reduce environmental impact of disposal of ICT waste products. In addition to the above, green ICT also explores how ICT applications can be used to help other sectors conserve and optimize energy use. This is really important. ICT steps towards green ICT, that is steps towards green ICT, that is important to learn. Reducing power consumption.